Listen to Benjamin Dixon. He said something else that got me thinking. Let's talk about it. Us spending our emotional capital on Donald Trump or on any other Republican uh, icons that are sick with COVID after they have mocked the very idea of it. Um, Not only is it foolish, and I kind of touched on this, but we need to really nail this down. This is important. This is one of my important ones here. By us spending any emotional capital talking about Republicans, we are allowing them to move the social barometer. See, I'm in it to win it. I'm a socialist. I'm not trying to go back to the way things were before the COVID-19 pandemic hit. I'm not one of these people who's like, oh, we can just go back and things would be better. Like, no. This pandemic exposed how the elites really think about us. This pandemic exposed how, for many of us, we're just cattle. Our lives have no value, and they'll just throw us out there to die. This pandemic proved that. This proved it, that for many, especially many states, this is how they uh, feel about us. So going back to the pandemic, I mean, going back to the pre-pandemic era, to me, is not an option. Also, we've learned a lot about ourselves as well. For me, I will always be a prepper. I've had guns for many years. I've the respirator and stuff, and um, my dad, we had a conversation about this years ago, and he was like, "You want a pandemic to happen?" And I just knew with climate change and stuff that it was a matter of time. I will always be a prepper after this. I will always be. I will never, because what my dad was doing was trying to make me a victim. Because that's the kind of society I'm living in, a society of people who just want to cover their ass and aren't interested in what's going on around them. Yeah, I'm not interested in that. And if I don't fit in, then that's fine. I'm a grown man, dude. I'm fine with that. But I'm in it to win it. I'm not in this to make friends and impress people because I know the names of famous people. I know who Henry Kissinger was, and stuff like that. That's not why I'm doing this. And if that's why you're doing this, you're off your eye ain't on the ball, dude. We can't allow them to move the social barometer because that's allowing them to win. We can't do that. If we're always, you know what that is? That's like saying the Democratic Party is the housewife. We the housewife. And when Republicans go out here and do something fucked up and stupid and get hurt or they die or someone on there dies, we're supposed to be like, oh, I'm sorry. Stuff about RBG, other things I've heard, it shows you these people aren't playing fair. But even if they were somewhat playing fair, that wouldn't change my point. I'm in it to win it. I'm not in it to play a warm blanket to fucking Republicans and warmongers. And there's Halliburton Democrats. What about that? There's Democrats who are against gay marriage. I'm like I said, I'm not at all interested in that at all. And that's not saying I want anybody to get sick with COVID. That's simply acknowledging the fact I'm in it to win it. I'm not interested in a party that wants to just slow capitalism down a little bit. If that's what you're looking at, stop watching my channel. We have got to have a conceptual prowess and an understanding of what the left is and where we want to go with our movement, and not get caught up in people's personal lives and hot takes and whataboutism and all this bullshit that the right engages in. We've got to have an understanding to where we're going to go next. And so spending time writing get well soon cards to fascists who are out here legitimizing white supremacist violence, and people who are running out here, walking down the street with rifles and shooting people and stuff. And then what was it, the Kyle Rittenhouse, Trump told a story that's different than even the prosecutors were telling. I'm not defending people like that, because this stuff he's doing is dangerous. It's downright dangerous. You have to forgive me if I'm not interested in cleaning up after Republicans. I'm in it to win it. And you should be too.